Hello everyone, today we will discuss paired t-test. This is the outline. There are three agenda points. What is paired t-test? Assumptions of paired t-test, and we will discuss a case study. As we know, there are three types of t-test: one sample t-test, independent samples t-test, and paired t-test. We have already discussed one sample t-test and independent sample t-test in our videos. So now we will discuss paired t-test. So paired t-test has two means: either same people in both groups before and after, or people are related like husband and wife. So in paired t-test, we have the same sample before the treatment and after the treatment, and we find out the mean value before the treatment and mean value after the treatment, and we compare these two values, and we also find the related samples like husband and wife. So paired t-test is also known as related sample t-test and dependent sample t-test. So what are the assumptions of paired t-test? So the data should be continuous, means the data collected should be in metric scale, that is either in interval and ratio scale. So the data, that is the difference for the matched pairs, follow a normal probability distribution, means the difference between before treatment and after the treatment, that should be normally distributed. It should be a bell-shaped curve. The sample of pairs is a simple random sample from its population. So the responses should be collected through the simple random sampling, so that each and every element should get equal chance to be selected. So these are the assumptions of paired t-test. Now we will consider a case study related to this paired t-test. So in some cases we may not have independent samples, but the same sample could be used to do a research study involving measurements. For example, we may measure somebody's attitude towards a brand before it is advertised and after it is advertised, to try and find out if their attitude has changed due to the campaign. In such cases, a paired t-test is appropriate statistical test. So in independent sample t-test, there were two independent samples, whereas the same sample is repeated before and after. Now example is, assume that we used a sample of 34 respondents whom we asked to rate on a 7-point interval scale their attitude towards, say, Raymond brand of garments before and after advertisement campaign was released for this brand. A rating of 1 represents brand is highly disliked, and a rating of 7 represents brand is highly liked, with other ratings have appropriate meaning. We set the level of significance at 5%. So this is the information about the case study. Now we have converted the entire information of the case study in the form of a topic. And what is our topic? Effectiveness of advertisement campaign for brand preference with respect to Raymond. Now we have designed two objectives. What are our objectives? The first is to study the brand preference of customers before and after advertisement campaign. Second, to compare the mean values of brand before to compare the mean values of brand preference of customers before and after advertisement campaign. Now on the basis of these objectives, we have formulated our hypothesis. The null hypothesis is there is no significant difference in brand preference of customers before and after advertisement campaign. So there is no significant difference in the null hypothesis, and the alternative hypothesis is there is a significant difference in brand preference of customers before and after advertisement campaign. So these are the two hypotheses we have. Now we will collect the data and we will analyze. So this is our data, you can see here. So this is our data. So before the advertisement, this is our data. This one is our data before the advertisement, and this is after the data. The data is collected in 7-point scale, where 1 is equal to highly disliked and 7 is equal to highly liked. Now we'll put the value here. 1 is equal to highly disliked, 2 is equal to disliked, 3 is equal to somewhat disliked, 4 is equal to neutral, 5 is equal to somewhat liked, 6 is equal to light and 7 is equal to highly light. So these are the 7-point scale. Okay. Now after the advertisement also the scale will be same. So we'll copy paste it here. So same thing, and the data, these are the 7-point interval scale. So in measure you have to do it scale, and then second one is also scale. Now we'll go to data view, and in data view as we know the application of t-test is to compare the means, and then here you can see the paired t-test. Now we'll take it on the right hand side. So before, then after, we'll do it here, and then okay. So this is the output you can see here. So before the mean value is 3.26, after it is 5.68. These are the n, is the sample size before and after, because the same sample we are repeating, and then standard deviation and standard error. So now we will come to the paired sample t-test, and in paired sample t-test we will see the significant value. Here it is the significant value is 0.000, which is less than 0.05. So the null hypothesis is rejected and alternative hypothesis is accepted. Now how to report this result? So we'll go here, reporting of result. You can see here the significant value of paired t-test is 0.000, which is less than 0.05. So it has sufficient evidence to reject the null hypothesis. Hence H1 is accepted. What does it mean? It means there is a significant difference in the brand preference of customers before and after the advertisement campaign. Also from the mean value you can see the before the advertisement the mean value is 3.26. So it is between somewhat disliked and neutral. Whereas after the advertisement it is some between 5.68. So it is between somewhat liked and liked. So there is a difference. So after the advertisement the preference is increased. So our alternative hypothesis is accepted. Thank you.